15 games, 10 wins, 3 draws and just 2 losses. The stats seem right, don't they? Bayern Munich are being talked about even among those people who see the Bundesliga as Bayern Liga. Even those people who do not give a heed about what goes on in German football. But why? Why have so many people suddenly started talking about Bayern Munich? The answer is because the record German champions lost their second game of the Bundesliga season. Yes, I'll give you a second to absorb that. Bayern Munich, who have been the comeback kings in the Bundesliga this season, squandered a 2-goal lead away at Borussia Monchengladbach to lose 3-2. It was a game filled with drama which once again proved why Marco Rose is one of the best tacticians in world football at the moment. But how much exactly is Hansi Flick's fault in the game? You know, it's very easy to say that Bayern play a high line that leaves them susceptible to counter-attacks, or Jerome Boateng isn't good anymore, or even Benjamin Pavard isn't exactly up to the job at right back. Anyone can say all of these things. But really, wasn't that the case last year as well when Bayern Munich won the treble? When almost the same Bayern team defeated Barcelona 8-2? Why was the high press not prone to counters as much as it is right now? There are very few intricate details that you would need to very shrewdly observe in order to understand the current defensive issues at Bayern. In this episode of Ball Board and Bundesliga, I'll take you through them. Every team has got its weaknesses, right? There is no one in the world who is absolutely perfect. Marco Rose was tactically more prepared to take on Bayern Munich than Hansi Flick was against Gladbach. But what exactly did the Gladbach boss do? Bayern lined up with the usual formation: Goretzka and Kimmich in the center of the midfield, Müller as number 10, Costa, Sane on the wings with Lewandowski up front. Usual roles, nothing odd in the way Flick set up his Bayern Munich team. From the previous Bundesliga game, Gladbach made one big change. They sacrificed a true winger in the form of Patrick Herrmann with a box-to-box midfielder Dennis Zakaria. Florian Neuhaus also took a slightly advanced role in the midfield, while Lars Stindl got the license to play as a floater around the number 9 Breel Embolo. While defending, Kramer, Neuhaus and Zakaria all gave cover to the back line, but Jonas Hoffmann, Stindl and Embolo kept themselves free for potential counter-attacking situations. When Bayern went up by 2 goals, they did something they aren't used to, taking their foot off the gas. 3 opportunities and Gladbach scored 2 goals from them. Neuhaus then scored a spectacular to give Gladbach the advantage, and there was no coming back for Bayern this time. In the entire game, Bayern made just one change by bringing on Kingsley Coman for Douglas Costa with about 20 minutes left in the game. You may argue, why just one change? Why not more? And I only have one thing to say: the quality on the bench at that moment just wasn't good enough to bring Bayern back in the game. Hansi Flick has a very different style of play from that of Pep Guardiola. When Guardiola took charge of Bayern, he got Thiago from Barcelona. Yes, Thiago took time, like anyone would, to get settled in the Bayern team, and he eventually moved on after his most productive season under the current coach Hansi Flick. Bayern did sign Marc Roca with the hopes of replacing Thiago, but Roca is miles away from being a true Bayern Munich player. Thiago played the role of a deep-lying playmaker. He didn't provide assists directly or produce tackles to disrupt the game, but what he did in the best possible way. Thiago retained the ball and got everyone around him into action. His range of passing meant that the attacking players didn't have to drop back often to collect the ball. Thiago fed them beautifully. In terms of pre-assist, there's probably no better player in the world than Thiago. With him gone, Kimmich plays the role of number 6 alongside Goretzka, who both are extremely efficient box-to-box midfielders, but they do not have the passing range and ball retention skills like that of Thiago. These two often have to make forward runs more than Thiago to find the likes of Müller, Lewandowski or the wingers, which leaves a big space between defense and midfield. The insurance factor that Bayern had with Thiago is hence gone. Bayern scored goals from all possible situations and positions against Barcelona in that famous 8-2 victory last season. While Bayern's attacking play was brilliant, what made them thrash Barcelona was actually the off-the-ball movement. Taking on players when the opposite team has the ball, getting in tackles, dispossessing them. This art hasn't quite been seen as effectively being put into use by Bayern Munich this season. Be the lack of breaks, efficient reserve players in the team, or something else. There could be many reasons. Yes, Bayern had the likes of Coutinho and Perisic last season. They do not have such backup players this time that can take pressure off the primary attackers. The risk of injuries has probably forced Hansi Flick to opt for a less intense approach in training sessions too. How do you fix all that? Is it going to be the same this season? Will Bayern continue conceding so many goals? We all have these questions, and the only answer is that the game is the teacher itself. Yes, Bayern have several issues at the moment, ranging from the fitness of Serge Gnabry, Kingsley Coman, to the form of defenders like David Alaba, Benjamin Pavard. But the criticism Bayern are getting, especially Hansi Flick, is uncalled for. Plain stupidity. In the game of football, teams can never be at their 100% all the time. Hansi Flick, Bayern players and the coaching staff, they know where they're going wrong. It's all about every individual giving a little bit more personally, and probably in a matter of weeks, the Bayern of last season will be terrorizing everyone once again. That was all from me today. I hope you guys like this episode. I'll be waiting for your reviews in the comment section. Do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you around next time.